Good evening, everybody. I'm Dwayne, and this is my lovely wife, Heather. Um, Today, we're going to do something a little different. Monica decided she wanted to know a little bit more about us, and so we have to put on our channel, which I'm not sure how that worked out. So not only do we get the questions asked of us, but it's on our channel. So
that means we get to erase it.
yeah, oh, that's true. That does. That means we can dump it. Yeah, we can delete it and everything.
Not
I didn't even
good.
think. That was
idea.
excellent thinking. So not so bad. This is the chat.
Oh, okay.
So for many,
I have a booger. I can't see.
So some of you may not know, but that's Monica right here.
Hi, Monica.
Probably most of you do know. Just in case.
Uh-oh.
It's on you.
Can I hear you? Sorry.
Can't hear us.
I don't know if it's me or if it's you. It was like it broke up.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Introduce yourself.
Okay, so I'm Monica. I'm from Keeping It Real with the Millers. I'm one half of Keeping It Real with the Millers. I do have a YouTube channel with my daughter. And so I am also a reseller. So yeah, that's who I am. And I'm excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while.
I don't know if we should be scared or worried or what.
It's going to be fun.
Everybody in the chat, better. She's tired because she hasn't been able to sleep very well. So if she starts babbling, you'll know why. So, all right. Well, I guess I'll just turn it over to you, Monica. I'm not sure what you want to do here. So,
did you want to open the package first?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay, so a little backstory here. Monica sent us something. That's the whole story. And we don't have any money right now, Monica, so your gifts are going to have to be in post-Christmas.
No.
Wait, not even in January, because we have 3 birthdays and an anniversary.
This is my present.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see here.
Yeah, Dwayne's birthday is in January.
Oh,
we don't know
what day? What day? That wasn't on my list. That's a good thing. Okay.
Yep, and he gets like a pair of socks for his birthday every year because that's what we can afford.
Okay, so I'm opening this
Twin
up.
Stars!
Okay, I have no idea what here. I'll let you do that. I don't know what it is. So
Twin Stars, that's Friends of Hello Kitty and My Melody.
Well, don't tell me, tell them.
They know.
Well, no, she knows. They don't.
Let's see. Scarf?
Mm-hmm.
It's, oh my gosh, how cool. This is awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They
can't see it. They can't see it.
Okay, I gotta finish opening it so I can hold it up and okay. So here we go.
Camera there, yeah.
Twin Stars. Look at how cool this is. This is awesome. Thank you. I'm gonna put it on right now.
All right.
Okay. I'm wearing Hello Kitty slippers,
So actually, I want to say hello to a couple of people. We get any further in because I forgot to do that at the beginning. So we have Adam is in here, and Tina Scott, and Barb, and Sherry Honeybee Detmer, and Coco Chanel. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Angie's here, which I can't believe because it's like way past her bedtime.
Right.
It's like 10:30. See, Angie, are you awake? That's crazy, right? Let's see. Who else we got? We got going down. Swamp Picker. Glenn's here. Nathan's here. Grandma Wrinkles. Lonnie.
My goodness.
I know, right? Cosmic Drifter. We got a bunch of people.
This is
awesome. Way more.
Lauren's here.
We don't know anybody in real life, so.
Yeah, way more.
Debbie Keith. So, if I didn't get to you, oh, Lauren's here. Dee Dee's here. Holy cow. Okay.
Chad's here.
Chad's here.
Lauren's my Minnesota buddy.
Who is?
Lauren.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, all right. So let's look a little bit deeper here. I'm thinking that these must be for Heather too. I'm just possibly guessing.
Maybe.
Oh, cute. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Gotta make sure the dog doesn't get a hold of those.
Yes,
You love those.
Yeah, pass them around. That is so cute. Look at that little tuft of fur there. That is so cute. I've never seen these ones before. That's cool.
And you got
And it's
bags
cute,
and bags.
cute.
Oh, hey.
Cedric picked this out for you.
My gosh.
So this is from Cedric to you.
All right. Well, tell him he's not a nut. He's all right.
It's a fireball blanket.
Yes, it is. Let me get it done here.
I don't know if it was a fireball snuggie.
No, it's
No.
a flush through.
Hey, this can be Dwayne's winter blanket. His winter blanket is a sheet.
Hey,
On
boy.
occasion, he gets cold, and then he steals my blankets.
Once in a while. I gotta get a stupid thing open here. Sorry, guys. A little slow.
Here,
No, it's just
okay.
holy cow.
That is awesome.
I don't even know if I can get back far enough for you guys to see it.
That is way cool.
So that's that part, and then
That
as
is-
we go up,
This is so soft.
wow,
And what does it say?
I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Dang, this thing is long. Okay, what does it say?
I don't know. What does it say?
Tastes like heaven, burns like hell. Much. Tell
Yes,
tell
thank
Cedric,
you.
thank you very much.
I will.
Very cool. So I'm sure that'll hang around here somewhere.
I
Take it.
actually have, not Hello Kitty, but dogs that are similar to these that are on top of our, because we collect dog urns.
Yeah, unfortunately, our dogs die, and we have to.
Oh,
Cremate them.
okay. I was like hoping like you weren't thrifting dog urns and kids.
And we get all stuffed animals that looked like them and make little shrines.
So thank you so much, Miller family.
You're so
Thank you
welcome.
very much.
We're out of money, so we'll catch up with you. It's not that you were forgotten. We can only spend
No.
so much, and then we run out,
I
and
understand
that's
that.
where we're at. So
Nope. And do
I'm
it
just being
for
real.
Yeah, we spent it all.
Yep. So, all right. So,
all right. So here's the deal. I have a list of 1,000 questions. No, not that many. I have a list of questions, and you both have to answer them. And if you don't answer, you guys have to take a shot.
Take a drink.
Of
No,
what?
just taste this. She's got to drink. Taste that.
So she'll be answering all questions.
I think she'll be answering all of the questions.
Yes.
No, Barb, she's not on painkillers right now, so she is able to drink if she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're chronic attacks, so it was comes and goes. It's not a long time.
To be real graphic, it hits me. I hurl. I swear, and then it passes.
Except the trip to the ER in between there.
Right.
Yeah. But there's not enough time to like get pain meds in me, and they offer
You
nausea
opened it
medicine.
already.
Which, well, I'm gonna get it filled because Zofran. But right now, it just hits me. I hurl.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
real.
So if you see me running,
Yeah, it's
We
kind of a
know
quick
what's
thing.
happening.
But there.
there's a lot of swearing involved too. It's like labor pain.
Ugh.
I wouldn't know,
Yeah, he never saw me having labor pain, so
and I've never had them myself. So
yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. We'd have to wonder.
all
That
right,
might
so
be
we're
number
going
one
to-
question. All right. So first question is, what is your full name?
Which Were me first?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay. Heather. Oh my! All of my last names. There's a few of them.
Yeah, you got to know. Okay, is it her married last name, her legal last name, or all of them?
What is your legal real name?
Oh, that's Heather Jeanette Lewis.
So Heather is not a real Hale.
And the only time it really comes into play is when we do our taxes.
Yeah, taxes.
So we have to remember, because otherwise they say, "Oh, that's not the name that we have on that Social Security."
Yeah. Or if I have to list all my aliases, but my driver's license says Hale.
All your aliases.
But my maiden name is Lefevre. So if you want to talk genealogy, I'm Lefevre's. A little bit of Lewis. That's my mother's last name.
Dwayne, where's your super chat? Well, I don't have 1,000 subscribers, Chad.
We're trying.
You can only have that. I don't know. We're like 9 something.
We're so close.
905 or 920 or something.
Yeah, we need more friends.
You might lose some now.
I know. Yeah,
we're at 928.
Oh, so 2 N's. Yeah,
there's two N's in Jeanette.
So as you can tell, I am Scottish.
And I guess my name is Dwayne Dion Hale.
He just guesses that.
I just guess, though.
Yeah.
Make it up as I go.
Yeah. I've been trying to figure out how we got the middle name of Dion. There's no, like, we all have sentiment for our middle names in my family, and that's what we did for our kids. I think his parents just, like, fished a name from the bottom of the hat or something. And the funny thing is his name rhymes with his brother's name.
Right. See, now my brother's middle name is Leon, but there's an actual reason for that because my mom's dad's name was Leon. So again, I have no idea why they went with Dion.
It should have been Dwayne Leon because Dwayne was born first.
Right.
So he should have been the namesake.
Oh, I don't care. Leon is not much better than Dion.
Hey, his name is much, much better than his father's name, which is better than his No.
Yeah, we had some. Okay, they make up some strange names in Utah. Like my dad's name is Garland Mathel.
It's Garland Mathel because his father's name was Mathel.
Mathel Dye.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're just crazy.
You could have been Dwayne Dye.
Dwayne guy.
Next question. Let's get over that.
Well, we know your nickname is the Dwayne.
Wanted me to call it the Dwayne.
The Dwayne.
Oh.
Okay, so Dwayne looks a bit like his father.
Oh, sore subject.
Like a foot shorter, though. No, they're equally as wide.
Okay.
So yeah. So, but you can't call him Little Red.
Yeah, my dad's actual. I told you his name, but he goes by Red. He has his whole life.
Nobody knows his actual name.
Oh.
Not very often. Not only family.
Yeah, and only high school friends can call him Dewey.
That was so long ago. Yeah, that was horrible. I hated that name any which way. Okay.
And I'm just
there. Next, How long have you been a reseller or resellers?
Since, full-time, or not full-time, but I mean, regular since February of 2012.
They want to know what you're drinking tonight, Dwayne.
This is Fireball and cream soda, which I've found is a very good mix. I didn't think it was, but somebody told me in the chat said it one time, and I said, I'll try that, and it's really, really good.
Hey, Lonnie, gotta start slow.
Lonnie's ready for big guns. So yeah, February of 2012 is when we opened Mothership Products.
Hey, I gave Lonnie a chance. I said, come on, give me some questions that you really want answered. But he said, nope, he was good.
Jeremy named, what it was is, we'd lost everything at that point. Every house, car, job, everything.
Pride.
Everything gone. And so we were living in a trailer. Shh.
Yeah, we don't tell many people that because That was
No.
a pretty low part of our life. There.
And
We
not
weren't
that
very
there's
happy.
anything wrong with it. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was miserable.
It wasn't even the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer was fine. It was where we were living. I mean, you had to factor in theft into your cost of living.
You had the opportunity to give and give and give. Even when you didn't know you were giving, you were giving.
You were sharing, yes.
Yeah.
With your neighbors.
And so Jeremy named the trailer the Mothership.
Because at the time we had a little white car that everybody said was the escape pod.
Yeah, that was the family car.
It was just a little dinky. Yeah. It was a Ford Aspire.
It was worth $100.
Actually, I think we got it for $100.
No, your brother gave it to you.
Oh, well, he says he gave it to me, but I think I paid him $100. Anyway, yeah, I think every one of my brothers had it, and it was just a POS, but it got me to work. So.
And that was all we had at the moment.
Yeah, because I was driving my motorcycle to work in the snow for a while, and that got old.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yep. We thought we were fine, and then whoop, all gone.
Okay. Boy, these are easy. I like this.
So, how long have you been doing the auctions on YouTube?
Since June. I'd have to. I don't know exactly the date, but it was June 20th or something like that.
We have a calendar over there.
Yeah, that's a calendar. Sorry.
We're not just doing the gun to the wind look. You know.
Yeah, no. In June, one of the weeks, one of the Saturdays in June was our first auction with Chris, the walking picker.
And how did you come up with the idea?
Actually, it was kind of me and Chris. He kind of had the idea early, but he wasn't too keen on putting it on his channel, and I didn't have a channel at the time. So. And, you know, I was like, whatever, I'll do it on mine. I don't have anything to lose. You know, he was worried about it not working and losing, you know, his subs and all that. So we had talked about it. And then actually he kind of pushed me into it after a while because I said I would do it, but then I just hadn't put it together yet. And he's like, okay, you got to do this. So I did. And wow, I'm glad that I did. Really well since then. So.
And the comment about trailer fires, yeah, Jiffy Pop, because the neighborhood watch on our street was the tweakers at the end of the street.
At the end of the street because they were up all night.
Yeah, so they kept an eye on us, you know, for our safety and good. But anyway, I was waiting for someone to get cooking down there one day, and the whole place was just going to go boom. It didn't happen. And Dwayne's brother, firefighter, paramedic, and he was at the house that would go there every shift, and he was like, you have to leave, and so we finally did.
Yeah, he said, you know, if your trailer catches on fire, by the time they get here, by the time they got there, which they're not, we lived in a small town, there was nothing, no chance of surviving. Having it survive.
But we learned so much. I didn't even know how to spot a tweaker before we lived there.
And you start judging people by the number of their teeth.
Yeah. I started counting teeth.
Yep.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the color of skin.
Yeah. No, it's all about the teeth. Yep. And, you know, I talk to everyone because, well, that's what you do in a trailer park. You hope it reduces your chance of getting your stuff stolen.
It didn't.
No.
Chad wants to know, are they answering questions from the viewers?
Sure. Bring it on.
Well, that's up to Monica.
She
has to be the one that drives the...
Oh, okay. Asks me to talk, and then someone else is going to drive while I'm talking?
Andy says, are tweakers like twerkers?
No, not really.
Somebody wants to say hi. Oh, he's hiding.
Oh, hey, Cedric. Thank you so much. In case you didn't see it, there you go.
He can't hear you.
That's the smallest portion of it. I can't lift it up in the air. Thank you very much. You are still a nut, but...
He can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true, huh?
You have a very handsome son, Monica.
Thank you. Okay. Next question. How did you guys meet?
How did we meet?
How did we meet? Do you want to tell?
So I worked with his soon-to-be sister-in-law, and she said, "Would you meet my brother-in-law and get him off of my couch?" Her words.
And so we were at my brother's bachelor party, and her and the bride-to-be crashed the bachelor party after the strippers left.
Yeah, strippers were gone. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
There's more.
Well, there was the pool game that really was the deciding factor. Because, as I've told you before, Monica, never play a game with Dwayne. I don't care what it is.
Don't say that, because they play fantasy football with me and they kick my butt.
Okay, not including fantasy football. So, I if you ever want competition, do nothing with me. I am the least competitive person on the planet. I will get bored and walk away in the middle of a competition because I just forget what we're doing. And squirrel. Anyway, so we're playing pool, and he's very good at pool, of course. And he didn't try to impress me with his pool moves. He was way more interested in getting to know me. He even let me cheat my butt off. Of course, he still won. But the fact that he was interested in me and wasn't trying to make me think he was cool, that right there, that was it. I was like, okay. And then I talked to him a couple more times, and I'm like, he's a straight shooter. And we became friends.
And
we had a first date.
Oh, you want to talk about the pity sex?
We had a first date out of the.
so did you know, like, did you just want to be friends with Dwayne when you first met him?
His sister-in-law, our sister-in-law now, she was like, "Do you like him?" I'm like, "Yes, I like him." And she's like, "Well, do you like him?" And of course, we're hysterically laughing. I haven't had sex with him yet. And she's like, "Don't worry about it." I'm like, "I'll get back to you."
Yep.
Did you like her right away, Dwayne?
What's that?
Did you like her right away?
No, I thought she had ugly green pants.
Shorts. Mm-hmm.
She was okay. I mean, no, her personality was great. I don't know. I had just gotten out of the Marine Corps.
He had a haircut for 6 months. You could hardly even see him under the hair, the beard.
Yeah, I had just gotten out of the Marine Corps about 6 months earlier, 3 months earlier.
And I was like, he needs a girlfriend, man.
Right, and I thought she had ugly shorts on. Those were our first two thoughts of each other.
You just looked at him and knew he needed a girlfriend.
And then, yeah, she had pity sex with me because it had been so long since I had sex that she's like, "Oh, all right."
So that was your game.
Almost 20 years later. It would be 20 years 20 years of marriage next month.
We've known each other for 22 years in April.
Yeah.
Cedric has the shot glass.
Nice.
It has Pepsi in it because we don't drink here.
Pepsi?
So he,
well, you know, that could probably do some damage too.
He wants me to do a shot.
Next.
He thinks I'm a weak shot drinker or something.
Okay, so what's next?
Okay. So what is your least favorite thing about reselling?
What about you? I got to think about
I
this
was
one.
reading and forgot to listen.
What's your
Least favorite thing about reselling?
favorite thing about reselling? Our least favorite? Man, that's a tough one.
Just when things aren't selling. Going through a dry spell.
Yeah, I guess it's either that or maybe, and we don't even have idiot buyers very often. So even then.
I wish we lived somewhere where we could find more stuff.
Yeah, because we see what you guys get, like Chad, for example, in his area, or some things that Lonnie gets, or even some things that you get. We just don't.
we have pickers envy.
Yeah, we have sourcing envy.
Yep, serious. And so that's why we do clothes, and we're open to doing anything, but main thing is clothes. And the most pitiful garage sales happen.
Oh yeah, our garage sales are horrible. Really, it's all that is here is ugly old 90s pole painting things.
Yeah, Christmas crap that everybody already has.
And baby supplies, because we have a lot of babies around here.
A lot of babies.
Wouldn't there be toys then?
Oh yeah, Barb's another one that really pisses me off.
She finds cool
stuff for like $1.99 and stuff. So it kills me. So
yeah, as I've said, in Utah, you have to wait for someone to die to get antiques.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think Barb pisses everybody off though, because Barb just has this honey hole that nobody knows about, and it's just like the most amazing honey hole in the world. It's just only she knows about it.
So my theory is that the pioneers were industrious. That's what Utah's known for, being industrious, and so they just were practical people and didn't mix with them.
Well, they didn't. They didn't have a chance to. They were, driving horse and buggy across the country.
So Lauren is asking a question. What is your all-time favorite item to sell?
Our standard is men's shirts.
Yeah. All-time
I think it's the surprise things. It's like you come upon something, you get it for like $1. You take it home, look it up. It's like, holy cow, $50. I'm putting that on right now. It's the surprise.
I'm trying to think of any particular item. I mean, jeans are pretty easy to sell. Oh,
I love it when I find actually sort of old stuff. Like I found a few purses from the 50s, 60s. And of course, if I can find kind of novelty stuff from the 80s, things that I remember, I love selling that, because that's selling memories right there. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I found a space bag. I have my space bag still. I found one and was so excited to sell that. And Rhonda reindeer, I have mine. I found one and sold that just last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So things like that, I always, because I'm excited for the person to get it, because I know they're thinking about their childhood. So, but.
Is that good enough, or do I have to drink too?
You have to drink.
Oh.
Cedric is showing me pictures of Hulk Hogan and how much you resemble him.
Cedric, you just lost all kinds of brownie points, buddy.
Dwayne's gotten scrapped from Hill Air Force Base. Somebody asked about that.
See that?
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yes, I see it. Thank you.
Well, since we're showing pictures, for my next question, Dwayne and Heather.
Okay, you are such a pain in my ass.
Hey, I have a picture here.
Is this a normal face that Dwayne makes on a regular basis?
Honestly, when you've been married to someone as long as I've been married to Dwayne, you don't look at him anymore. I don't know.
What is this face saying, Dwayne? What are you saying?
I don't even remember. It was the beginning of my my happy birthday to Carol. I don't remember what I was saying.
Is little Dwayne back here controlling you, Dwayne?
I think he is. Yeah, he's got his hand right up on my back, and yeah. Okay, so that's what Julie said. Thanks.
Yeah, that's what I put on Facebook. Oh, face.
Cedric now is going to post this picture in his room.
That is really bad.
Dwayne.
That is pretty bad.
Cedric, you have a third ear.
Oh, gotta move.
I gotta move my chat. Okay, what?
Cedric has found a third ear. Are you alien?
I think that's the little Dwayne's hand.
Or foot.
Controlling my...
Yeah.
All right. So what is your favorite thing about being married?
Date.
You need a date?
Having to.
Oh.
You know,
You never dated.
I know. See, I'm not good at it.
I never dated either. You know, something else. I was married when we met.
That is true.
I was married.
I separated, but married.
Yep. I stopped having sex with my husband for him. Yep.
Did you just say you stopped having sex with your husband for Dwayne?
Yep.
Okay. I just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
Oh, yeah, our lives are a little...
Hey, we brought you to this moment. It's all good. So what is...
So, whatever.
What is your favorite thing about the other person?
Like, are we talking personality or body or...
Whatever.
It's my huge boobs.
No, that's not it. It's her smile. If it's a thing, a physical thing, it's her smile. I think one of the things that I really like about Heather is that she can tell you about anything. She's very personable, which I am not. So that she really does help me.
You should have seen his social skills when we met. They're non-existent, none whatsoever. Yeah.
Well, they're not that much better now.
And see, God didn't give me so much in the boob department. No braces. God gave me this smile right here. Now the teeth back here, Dwayne has paid thousands. I would go for a flat stomach before boobs, Lauren. Yeah.
So Heather, what's your favorite thing about Dwayne?
So physically, I've always loved his hair. He's got, and if you look close, like in the sun, he's got all different shades. It's not just strawberry, but there's blonde, there's gold, and he's quite vain about his hair, so that's hilarious. And it's his only vanity is his hair. Seriously, in the nearly 22 years we've been together, no one's lied to me that I've ever caught him in. He always has my back. He never lies to me.
This is true.
Chad says you're a sex magnet. Dwayne.
I am?
That's what Dad says.
Right.
Oh, and Treasure Hustler says you're a sex machine. Wow, you're just busy.
I'm a magnet and a machine.
All these things we didn't know about you.
I know, right?
And Don, Heather says your boobs aren't bad, so it's all looking up tonight.
Well, thank you. Hey, you know, they're still in the right zip code.
They can't see that.
Yeah, they can't see.
No, not that, but what you were pointing.
Okay, so what is your least favorite thing about each other?
Well, you're trying to get me in trouble, too. So this one, I
was going to say probably the most difficult thing about me.
Oh, good. You're going to finish my...
I would say the most difficult thing about me for Dwayne, I'll answer it for him, is you know, as you and I have talked about, Monica, I'm bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
And often, but sometimes my moods can just switch, just boom. And it doesn't happen too often, but he's gotten... you know, it's like, okay, here we go. I would say that would annoy the crap out of me to live with someone like me. No?
That's probably not my... I mean, I'm used to it now. At first, it threw me for a loop. I had no freaking idea what to do. I think now the thing that probably bothers me, and it doesn't bother me, but you don't have any schedules. I mean, she lives her life in like chaos. You know, everything is moment, and I'm not that way. I'm very kind of a scheduled person. I like to be on time. I do things
better.
No, you've gotten a lot better. But I do things at a certain time, and I'm not OCD about it typically. Once in a while, but yeah, just the fact that that's where we're so different is that she's very flighty. You know, she doesn't really have a schedule for anything. So yeah, Angie said, "What's a schedule?" and I'm not saying it's a horrible thing. So
I recognize that schedules happen. I just don't know how to implement it.
So there you go.
And I haven't worked outside the home for many, many years. So
how did you get to a place, Dwayne, like you said, when it was new for you to be with somebody with, you know, a mental illness, and especially bipolar is pretty an extreme one. How did you get to a place where you were able to not have it bother you?
That was really, 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 really hard. Really hard. We were separated, and I was batshit crazy. And Dwayne got me, took me to the doctor. And she was looking down my list of antidepressants, and so I had taken everything. And she's like, "You're bipolar," and up with a psychiatrist for second the second opinion. And like he just like looked at me and knew, you know. And anyway, that following year, things were still rough. We were gonna get a divorce, and a year passed because it was a nurse practitioner. She told Dwayne, "I don't care if you're sleeping on the couch, you have to go back home." And so he did. And they asked me how bad I was, and I lied my butt off. I was way worse than I was willing to admit to. But anyway, he came back home, and we were going to get divorced for a year. And a year passed. I'm like, you know what? We're sleeping in the same bed. I'm like, seriously, who else would want us at this point? Look at us. And I'm like, look at our children. Our children they ran the household. And because you know how hard it is to get adjusted and how you go through, like I slept for like a month. Anyway, so we just decided to pull ourselves together and it out. You know, we'd been married for 10 years, and so it was like, and that's when we're like, hey, because we separated at 5 years and then at 10 years, and we said if we separate at 15 years, then that's it. But we had finally figured it out by 15 years.
Long, bumpy road, but we made it.
Yeah. So.
Dwayne, what do you think helped you, though? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say?
Dwayne is...
Oh, no.
Like I said, he's a hound dog, like a what do you call it? Not that kind. What is it that Pat had? What kind of dog is that? You know what?
Black and tan.
Yeah.
It's a hound.
A hound. He's next to impossible to train, but loyal. Very loyal. So.
I think what we decided just to not say mean things to each other.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because when we fight, which is like, she's, I don't know, like 3 times in the last decade, maybe.
Yeah.
We just don't call each other names, because that really serves zero purpose. All it does is hurt the person, and it doesn't fix the problem. So I think a lot of it is just learning how to communicate and being patient. There are times that it's like, okay, we need to talk about this, but not right now. You know, we're going to go cool off, and then we'll come back and talk about it, because if we talk right now, nothing's going to get solved. So.
We've yelled at each other 3 times. Yeah, in nearly 22 years.
Yeah, about
3 times.
That's it.
Yeah.
We just, we choose not to hurt each other. I guess that's it's lame, but that's just what it is.
And really, say I did get mad at Dwayne, start yelling at him, he would just sit there and look at me.
Probably.
And be like, "Are you done yet?"
Okay, now let's figure out what the problem is. So.
I think it's awesome. I mean, me and Heather have talked a lot about having bipolar and the people who are in our lives and just how hard it can be for them, let alone how hard it can be for us. And so finding that communication, and I know a lot of times people with bipolar don't have 20-year marriages, you know, so I think it's just amazing. And, you know.
Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment. That's all.
Uh-oh, somebody said echo.
Yeah, and two, you know, I've been divorced once before. My parents' marriage ended in divorce. I couldn't go through it again. I had already put my oldest son through a divorce. I didn't want to do that to my other 2. I didn't want to put my oldest son through, 2 divorces. So really, there wasn't anything we couldn't get through. We just basically had to get over ourselves, grow the hell up, focus on the important things, and we're echoing. Growing up was a major part of it.
Yeah, I think the older you get, the better your mental health can be. You learn different tools and stuff. So
absolutely.
I think it's great. You guys are sharing all of this.
Well, you asked, and I said we'd answer anything. Almost anything.
Okay. So, of course, in the chat, I just want to make it clear that if you have questions, feel free to ask. I do have ones lined up, but that if you want to ask, feel free.
We can the other chat.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't answer what drives me crazy about Dwayne.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's stubborn.
I am not.
and it's so okay. My favorite ones is all of my senses are greater than his,
except smell.
And I have anyway. So I have to wait until he hears it, he sees it, he smells it before he believes that it's a problem.
Right. See, I mean, I need proof.
But then on the other hand, like he'll drive my car and be like, "What's that sound?" I'm like, "I don't know," and turn the radio up.
Yeah, that's her fix. Oh, and by the way, that oil light, it's been on for like 3 weeks. Thank you. Yeah, we've learned to do the others. You know,
Dwayne has to drive my car once in a while because.
Yeah.
I really shouldn't be in possession of a car. I don't even like driving.
She doesn't wreck them. She just doesn't pay any attention.
He's like, "What does that sound?" Oh, there's even been times when he's like, "How did you get that ding?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I hit something."
Oh. By the way. And can you pick up some milk?
Right. Okay.
All
What's
right.
up?
When are your birthdays?
Damn it.
January 12th, 71 and September 13th, 72.
She's taking notes.
Oh, no. What is the most romantic thing that Dwayne did? You know what?
We're not very
Dwayne
romantic.
and I are the least romantic people. We nothing. You know what? We have one thing, and Julie knows about it. Do you remember, Julie?
Yeah.
I'm glad she does, because I don't.
Yeah, I told Julie that Dwayne and I have one.
What?
We have a song.
Oh my gosh, we do?
Never mind.
That was a long
What
time
is
ago.
the song?
Go ahead, dear.
Julie remembers.
Can you remember it?
Faith Hill and Tim McGraw, It's Your Love.
Oh, okay, yeah, she remembered stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no romance. In fact, if Dwayne did something romantic, I would be like, "What did you do wrong?"
Yeah, well, either that or she'd just laugh at me. I mean, seriously, she'd just bust out laughing and be like, "I tried."
But you do little things for her because, like, you'll get her little Hello Kitty things. You'll do things like that.
And that's the thing too. Like I've always told him, don't give me jewelry, except for I do want a mother. There's a mother's ring that I want, and I'm like, when we have the money someday, I'd like that. He actually did get me a mother's ring, and then we had another kid. My uncle is a jeweler, so I'm like, okay, let's redo the ring and put Jeremy in it. But I like the little things. If he did something that was big, like a big thing, I'd be like, how much money did you spend on that?
Which is good for me. You know, she doesn't like jewelry, so I've never had to buy. Okay, let's put it this way. When we got married, I was working as an automotive machinist. My wedding ring cost $1,100.
Because he didn't want to smash his hand.
Because it's platinum. It has platinum in it and gold. So pure gold would just smash, and I'd lose a finger. Cost $84.
It's rose gold. It's really cool. I would wear it except for
Yeah, me too. We got fat.
Yeah.
So,
and, I was going to show the picture that I have on my phone of when we were not.
Anyway, so we're very.
And then I got busy texting.
I'd say we're very practical about jewelry. I mean, she doesn't really care for it, and I'm glad because we can't afford it anyway.
And like as far as flowers, I just want something purple. Don't buy me roses. That's too much money.
See, this is good for me.
I'd much rather have something small and thoughtful. You know what is a romantic gesture for me?
Doing the dishes.
Putting down the toilet seat.
Putting down the toilet seat.
Yes. So Barb has another question. She wants to know what are your guys' most annoying habits?
Okay, so habits that drives me crazy is I told you she likes to talk, right?
I talk. And people tell me weird shit.
Right, agreed.
I can meet strangers and they tell me their secrets.
Right. So when we go grocery shopping, okay, we walk in the door, she'll start talking to somebody, and I'll go grocery shop, and then I'll pick her up as I'm leaving, if I can find her. Because all she does is sit and talk to people. It's annoying as hell.
Talk to me. There's Heather and Dwayne pre-fat days.
Oh, wow. That was a long time ago.
This picture is in rough shape, and it's a picture of a picture that got beat up. There you go. Almost 30 there.
So what's my most annoying habit?
Most annoying habit?
Yep.
Most annoying habit. That big old pile of shit in the garage.
Okay, yeah.
His scrap that he has collected.
It's not collected. Okay, I used to have an e-waste business. It's a scrapping business. Basically, you take electronic waste and break it down into the components, sell off the copper and the steel and everything like that. Well, I have a whole crap load still. I've kind of closed the business, but I still have all the scrap, and I haven't had time to go out there and break it all down. So yeah, we have a big pile of shit in the garage.
That has to get cleaned up.
Yeah. Well, in the shed,
there would be a romantic gesture.
Oh yes, that would be
Like orgasm just talking about it, Dwayne. Did you see that?
Yeah, absolutely.
If she could park her car in the garage.
Oh my gosh.
I would be lots of brownie points right there.
Yeah.
All right, next question. What movie would be a greatly improved if it was made into a musical?
Oh hell no, no.
Is there such a thing?
Hate musicals.
I hate musicals.
Musicals, both of them with Julie Andrews. The end. Mary Poppins, Sound of Music. That's it. Hate musicals. Started on my hate for Mamma Mia, and I hear they're doing another one.
Do you have the same hatred for musicals, Dwayne?
I don't hate it as bad as her, but I don't like them either. I mean, I can go to a play, you know, like a on stage play, but yeah, musicals not so much.
No one actually breaks down to song and dance. You know, like I'll quote movies and TV shows like crazy, and you know, if you don't know movie and TV show quotes, there goes half my conversation.
Right.
But yeah, Grease.
Oh yeah, I guess Grease is a musical.
Grease.
Yep.
You know,
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, no, I stay away from musicals like the plague, man.
Okay.
Well, that was an easy question.
Yeah.
Whew.
So if a parsley farmer is sued, can they garnish his wages?
What?
Oh my gosh.
What?
Those kind of puns are just my son. He can come up with those all the
Parsley
time. Garnish.
farmer garnish. That is
Which-
the most. That is something Jeremy worthy. We have got to tell Jeremy that.
Yeah, Jeremy
one.
would love that.
Jeremy makes up puns.
Okay, so if your 5-year-old self suddenly found themselves inhabiting your current body, so your 5-year-old self comes to this current time, what would your 5-year-old self do?
First of all, the summer before I turned 5, I wanted to follow my older brother around. And since I'm the youngest child, my mother was like, whatever. So I ran around that whole summer shirtless. And there's even pictures of me running around without a shirt on. And I am so glad my mother let me do that because, you know, life goes to shit after you start school. And that was my one last moment of me just being kid me. And so I would be topless at this very moment.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Be a whole different
What was
show.
the question again?
So if you that just distracted you, do you need a shot of Fireball right now, Dwayne?
Yeah, I have a shot. Go ahead and say the question.
So if your 5-year-old self suddenly inhabited your current body, what would your 5-year-old self do?
Now, Dwayne would not be shirtless because he walks outside and bursts into flames.
True, right? Yeah.
That ginger skin of his.
I don't know what my 5-year-old body would.
It'd be like, what the hell
Your
did you do
5-year-old
to me?
self. Not your 5-year-old
Yeah, my
body, your 5-year-old self.
How did you get this fat? I mean,
Yeah.
where did you go wrong?
Yeah, that's totally it.
So you would have your 5-year-old self, you think, would have a conversation with you instead of go do something like go drive or.
You're like, well, how am I supposed to move around in this thing?
So what is the stupidest thing you've ever done?
Oh boy.
Oh, so Dwayne was a teenage boy, and then he was a Marine. His list of stupid things that could be a whole show in itself.
Yeah, probably. Most stupid, huh?
I've been trying to get unfat. It is hard, and the older I get, the harder it is to get unfat.
I ever did.
He jumped out of a car while he was driving it.
That's true. I did do that. I did do that, but that's not even the dumbest thing. I think the dumbest thing that I ever did was probably the fight that I got in with my father. What was I?
You were 18.
I was 18.
Senior in high school.
I got in a fight with my father. I left, and I lived in a tent in the mountains of Utah for 4 months. And
then he got himself a girlfriend so he'd have somewhere to live.
Yeah, pretty much. So that was probably the dumbest thing. Well, I don't know. When I went to jail, it would probably be dumb too.
That was a good story, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I think that's probably it. When I did the lived in the mountains, that really kind of woke me up and opened my eyes to a lot of things that I took for granted. And I'm not even talking about my father, but just time. I didn't have a clock. I didn't have a watch. So, I went to school when the sun came up. and I went to bed and went to sleep when the sun went down, kind of thing. So it was kind of hard. So that was probably my my dumbest move. What about you, babe?
My dumbest thing?
Yep. What was your dumbest thing?
Wasted time on boys.
What do you do, women?
No, I should have spent time doing something productive.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Let's see, Dwayne, did you enjoy your time in the mountains? That actually sounded like it was a good thing. It was, but
it was a growing up moment.
Yeah, it was a huge growing up moment. I don't know if I would call it good. I mean, like you said, it did open my eyes up to a lot of things, but it was probably, there's probably a better way to find out those kind of lessons. It's lonely, you know, in the mountains. At the time, you know, at 18, I was still going to school. I still graduated high school.
On time.
I would shower at the gym. I didn't have anything to eat really. I ate a lot of animals, and I went to the county. What do you call it?
Food bank.
Food bank, and you know, it was pretty hard on my pride. You know, because they ask you to fill out this application, they want your address, and I'm like, well, I can give you my license plate number. I was kind of living in my car in a tent, and so and I asked them, you know, don't give me anything that's a can, because I have no way to open cans. It was yeah, it was tough. I mean, that was some growing up I did right there. So I need a shot after that one.
No volume.
All right, what you got?
Why is it? Okay. Sutter made you, Dwayne. He made you a video.
Oh,
The horror movie.
Okay, you got to start it and put the volume on.
There's no volume.
There's no volume.
No. The silent film.
It's a silent film,
Only.
Black and white?
not black and white though.
Do you need to lock it on, Monica?
I just did.
Oh, okay. Keen?
I'm not sure what to say about this.
It's not over. Is
Oh,
that the end of it?
No.
Oh, there's more.
oh, there's more. Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
The world's cheapest production of $0.
What the heck is happening? Is that the end?
No.
There's more?
Oh my goodness.
So no, Dwayne didn't eat gerbils, but he did eat some raccoons.
Nothing's happening.
No, just wait.
But he says there's more.
We're only halfway through.
I know. Is it just you doing this? Oh, can you see it? Can you
Yep.
see what's on his ceiling?
Nope. Oh wait, kind
I
of.
was kidnapped by Dwayne.
And stuff, or
It's the picture of you
On my ceiling.
on a ceiling.
I'm glad I didn't see that. Lonnie has asked a question.
Your
Sorry.
dad.
What made me finally come down from the mountain?
Did you make amends with your dad?
He has
Kinda.
he has a very typical oldest son and father relationship with his dad. It's complicated.
My dad's kind of a grumpy old cuss, and that's why we fought, because we were so stubborn, both of us. And I made up with him, but
It's never been right.
It's never been quite the same. So.
And Dwayne is very different than the other men in his family. He was woven from different fabric, or however you. What is that saying? Whatever that is.
Lonnie, you're killing me.
I thought.
Bonnie just said I thought I was the only one with a picture of Dwayne on my ceiling.
That was funny.
Do you know his name, Lonnie?
So I do want to clarify something. So Dwayne and Cedric have a special friendship bond, and Cedric doesn't. Well, Cedric has a special liking for you. And not in like a weird kind of way, but I think that
Well, when you said that,
I know it sounded weird the way when I said it, but
right? No, that's cool.
I think for him, his dad's not in his life, and really hasn't been since he was 4, and was not a good person at that point. So I think for him, there's not. I'm like Dawn. I don't pick good men. I'm told my picker is broken. And so the men that have been in my life haven't been the best for him. And so I think it's great when he finds a guy who has a good sense of humor and kind of is a role model to him. And know from conversations me and him have had that that's kind of what he sees in you, Dwayne. So that's why, like,
cool.
he'll go, he knows, he thinks it's cool that I'm interviewing you. And that's why, like, he goes and bought you something, or goes and makes a movie that's kind of like, what is this? But that's his way of showing that he cares. So
that's awesome.
I'm not sure how long the picture of Dwayne on the ceiling will be there, but it could be there for a while. So I know Barb had asked, have you guys ever won a lottery or a scratch off ticket?
We don't have that in Utah.
Okay.
You guys don't have casinos either?
No, Utah's lottery is in Idaho.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you have to drive an hour and a half to cross the border. And I'll tell you what, that service station that service station, that's not Chad.
Todd.
That is Glenn.
That's Glenn. Good night, Glenn.
I was wrong too.
So that gas station just over the border into Idaho is like the busiest damn when the jackpot's high.
Yes,
oh, wow.
Fun is illegal in Utah.
It really is, yeah. It is. There's not much you can do. I mean, lots of kids, because that's the only good thing here.
They roll up the sidewalks and start making babies.
Yep.
So what is the stupidest thing you ever wore?
Ever wore?
Wow, I don't even know.
I know. He had to wear hand-me-downs for some weird reason.
Oh, yeah, okay. So when I had some older cousins. It was 1979. So I had some older cousins.
Ooh.
They're on my mom's side.
They're not even your first cousins.
The screen is locked on me. The screen's locked on me.
Well, that's okay.
I don't want to see me anymore.
I don't want to see me. Yeah, I had to wear some. Oh man, I remember this. This is the worst too. Okay, I had older cousins. They're my mom's cousins, so second cousins. So I got hand-me-downs because I was like the only boy. They had a whole bunch of girls, except one boy. So he handed it all. Anyway, I had a maroon crushed velvet shirt and white bell-bottom jeans.
And it was the 80s? Or no,
70, 79.
At least it was still the 70s.
But you don't give an 8-year-old boy white anything.
No.
So there you go. Crushed velvet and white bell-bottoms. Oh.
Wow. And crushed velvet to even make it better.
Best thing I ever wore. I was thin and cute. I could wear whatever I wanted.
What about even now?
I'm not thin and cute anymore.
I think you're cute.
Oh, thank you. Tell dumbest
Like,
thing.
okay, so like for me, I remember one of the dumbest fads that we had growing up was when you used to like safety pin our jeans as tight as we possibly could and all the way up to the point where like when you would go home to take them off, like you would have like it dug into your skin.
Wow.
Really wearing. Now there is something. Oh my gosh! I used to wear short skirts to school, and I had this one class that I didn't want to do any work, and so I would just sit on the teacher's desk and flirt with him, and I never did any work, and I passed his class.
My wife.
It's like, that's my wife. All right.
Yeah. And I had a great ass in a pair of 501s. Yeah.
I didn't get to see that.
No, it was kind of a mom butt by the time we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids do that too. They just take your body. They suck everything out of you.
Eight cells. First of all. It's wild.
So what part of a kid's movie completely scared you?
Oh my gosh, when
Something wicked this week.
Poltergeist
That's
came out
not
when I was in the 6th grade. That was scary.
They're not kids shows.
that's not a kid's movie.
I'm a youngest child. Do you think I was allowed a childhood?
Let's see, a kids show. Okay. I don't know. Now this is for only old people. HR Puffin stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
that was scary.
The whole thing was scary, but
so creepy.
but the talking flute
they admitted that they were on
freaked
drugs.
me out when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So if you ever look up HR Puffin stuff, it's kind of weird. He's kind of looks like, what is that? The Big Mac guy from McDonald's. So.
No. I've always no. I remember Real or Not on TV because I always had to ask if a TV show was real or not because I worried for the people in the show.
Man, you're doing the easy questions.
Yeah.
Well, hard to answer, but.
Merry Christmas, Owen Wolf.
Okay. So if you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
They would assume that I needed to have medication adjusted.
Wow. What's the question?
If Dad was arrested, what
What I have done? What would people think I'd done?
The problem is you're like the most straightforward person ever. I would say maybe speeding. That's about it.
Speeding. Dad, hey, if you go more than the
What about your
double-
mom? What about your mom?
My mom would think
Speeding.
again.
Both speeding. Both in jail for speeding.
Racing. I don't know. That's a tough one. All right, I'll drink for that one because I have no idea.
Mom, with me.
We're live, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know that you wanted to
All right.
off.
So yeah, that she probably had killed somebody or named, went off her medication and flipped the lid or something.
And someone over.
Okay.
Okay. What is the best type of cheese?
Gouda.
I love artisan cheeses.
She likes Havarti.
But nothing like with raspberries in it. Ew.
Yep. Gouda. Mm.
Yeah, I like Gouda. But no, I love those fancy artisan cheeses. And
What flavor?
flavor?
I mean, what type of cheese?
I love goat cheese.
Goat cheese. Okay.
I'm American cheese, not cheese.
Right.
I don't over cheddar. No head cheese, no stomach cheese, no maggot cheese.
Okay.
Anything else?
No
I like Gouda most.
What's maggot cheese?
If the maggots are dead, don't eat it. The cheese has gone rancid. There's maggots in the middle of the wheel.
Yeah, it's not good.
Stomach cheese, they make it in a like
Stomach,
a goat stomach.
Yeah, goat stomach.
Yeah. And they'll just leave whatever's in the stomach in there and just turn it into cheese. So if it's grassy, well, you know why. And of course, head cheese isn't cheese.
No.
Okay.
So there you go.
What would be the worst buy one, get one free sale of all times?
Buy one, get one free. What would be the worst?
Best, I thought.
Nope,
Best
worst.
or worst?
Worst.
Worst.
Yeah,
Buy
worst.
one, get one. Children.
Get one.
Yeah,
Best.
that'd be the worst.
Best buy one, get one.
That's how I get a hold of cats, though.
Buy one, get four.
Buy one, get 20.
Yeah. Really.
See, you ask hard questions. Not that they're embarrassing or anything, but just hard to think of. Buy one, get one. That's something that really sucks.
Yeast infections.
Wow. You know what the best thing for a yeast infection is?
That's a waste face.
Yeah, get rid of the uterus. That's the best thing for everything.
Just take it away.
Yep.
I guess I'll have to drink on that one. I can't even think of anything.
Jeez.
It's an intelligent test, and I'm not doing so hot. I'll go with you there.
All right, Dwayne. Here we go.
Okay.
Toilet paper. Over or under?
You know what?
Over.
Or none? You don't use toilet paper?
We don't put our toilet paper on the holder because you turn to get it and it's so close you hit your elbow on the holder. So I keep the toilet paper on the counter so you just pick it up off the counter and no injury.
That, and we have cats. So
And
cat grabs the whole and
And the water bowl is between the toilet and the counter, so they do that into the water bowl.
Yep, I just set it on the tank.
So it's only like if guests are coming over, do we put the toilet paper holder?
And it's over.
No, it's under.
See, we get along.
Look, I can see in Jeremy's bathroom, and the toilet
It's sitting
paper
on the counter.
is sitting on the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how Lonnie knew this already. All right. All right, Dwayne. Is cereal soup?
What?
Cereal soup.
Is cereal soup?
For me, it could be, but Dwayne cooks.
No. Soup is hot.
Not
Cereal's
all soup.
not.
Not all soup is hot, Dwayne.
It is hot.
No cold carrot soup.
I don't do the gazpacho.
Is that the cold
I'm just
carrot
saying.
Gazpacho?
Yeah, it's a type of soup.
See?
Yeah, nope. Cereal, definitely not a soup.
Okay. Just checking. So what was the best thing before? Are you ready? Dwayne. Sliced bread.
Oh my God.
We were born after sliced bread.
Best thing before sliced bread?
Heather.
That's a toughie.
Sliced cheese.
Lonnie got it. The wheel. Fire. Wine.
Oh, yeah.
Loaf.
Wow, look at all those.
That's a good one.
Music.
Music.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess I'm
Jewelry.
failing miserably here.
Glory.
No.
No, I'm gonna
All
go
right.
sliced cheese. Nothing screw. You know, you get out the cheese log. And it's all wonky. So sliced cheese. Yeah, but nothing.
Okay. What is something you wish you could say to people but can't?
Such an asshole. Could you be any dumber?
Yeah, I think.
Cut
Yeah,
the cheese
I
feather.
think. Damn, you're stupid.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So what toy played the biggest part in your childhood?
Bicycle. Easy.
My Sleepy Dog.
She still has hers.
I can't pack Sleepy Dog away.
What's that one look like? Does it have the big ears?
Where's Sleepy Dog? In the closet?
I think so.
Yeah,
In the top of the closet.
Sleepy Dog's in the closet. That's
White dog, brown ears,
well,
a little bit floppy.
You know
not,
what?
Not horribly floppy.
Sleepy Dog is 40 years old.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
No. So I told my mom that I had a dream that Santa Claus brought me a stuffed animal dog, and I told her what it looked like, and she found the dog, and she
It's coming.
and, anyway, so that was my favorite stuffed animal, and it's never packed. It sits in the closet, and I just can't pack it away.
I want to see a picture of it. You have to send me a picture of it.
Okay, get her out. So
Okay.
she even got a hole burned in her
Oh.
for my nightlight. Hey, Karen.
Oh.
Yeah, if you'll get Sleepy Dog out of the closet for me. You know, my stuffed animal.
What did he say?
You didn't know. I said, "Will you get Sleepy Dog out of the closet?" And he said, "I didn't know Sleepy Dog was gay." Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Just go.
That was a
My
good one.
closet. That was Jeremy. Jeremy is quick-witted.
Yes, he is. He
Yes,
is.
and at our house there really is no limits to.
Ours either.
We say anything. Ours either.
So Garage Flip has a. Well, can you guys hear that? Or is it just me?
Just you.
Okay. Which toy played the biggest role in your adulthood?
You have to.
Fun
Factory?
Fun Factory.
No, I don't know. What about the Lilo?
They're overpriced. Fun Factory.
Okay.
What is Fun Factory? Okay. All right.
We're echoing.
I know. I don't know why.
Anything under $100 isn't worth it. It's a top shelf. Is it cheap? My bedroom.
Okay.
All right. We'll see if that's better. What favorite food puts you in a great mood?
Fried chicken.
Cookies.
Cookies for her. See, she's
What do
taking
you have?
notes. Every time you answer the question, she's like,
No, I'm marking them off. What do you have handy at your bedside?
Fun Factory.
My CPAP machine.
His sexy.
My sexy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
His sexy.
Andy says she loves Play-Doh.
You know what? My kids, we used to make homemade Play-Doh, and my kids all have memories of us making Play-Doh.
What's 3 things you would take with you on a desert island? And that comes from Barb asked that one earlier.
Rope and a knife. He's practical.
You bring a rope because jeez.
Yeah, probably a rope, a knife, and
Fireball.
matches. No.
Here.
No, Odie, Carson.
Aww.
Sleepy Dog.
Yeah, see, look, and there's where Sleepy Dog got burnt on the nightlight. You can see that. And so, yeah, Sleepy Dog is 40 years old. And I can't, she has to just sit in the closet. Oh, the dog tried to take Sleepy. Oh, no. And that was a stuffed animal that my kids weren't allowed to play with either.
Yep. Okay, what was the question? 3 things that we take?
Rope, knife, and matches is what you take.
Yeah, probably a rope, knife. Let's try that again. Rope, knife, and matches.
I would take a helicopter and a pilot to get me the hell off of the island.
You still got one.
A hot pilot.
Okay, so Barb asked another question. She said, how much of the other stuff do you think is crap?
Of her stuff?
Yep. How much of Heather's stuff, Dwayne, do you think is crap?
No, she's basically a minimalist. I mean, she doesn't have a lot.
I have a crap room.
Yeah, she does have a room where all crafts go to die.
Yep.
So,
but I keep it all contained and in boxes and categorized and organized.
I don't know. I mean, I don't consider it crap. It doesn't get in my way. I guess if it fell over and got into my space,
and like
then
I said,
I'll worry.
Dwayne's scrapping drives me crazy. Stuff for reselling is fine. It has a room. I hate the scrapping stuff. But you see, remember, we've been married for nearly 21 years. So if I think of something 20 years, yeah, we've been together 21, been married nearly 20. If I think something of Dwayne is crap, I throw it away.
Right. So I have to tell her, don't throw this one away.
So, like, if there's clothing or something, it just disappears. He puts it in to get washed, it never comes back.
Right. But see, and I don't even care so much as long as she replaces it. If she's gonna throw all my socks away, at least give me more socks. So. Oh, like metal scrapping. I thought Heather meant scrap booking.
No. Yeah, he
That
has
would be
a
interesting.
mountain a mountain of electronics. That's where the feral cats live.
First thing you would save if there was a fire.
Well, other than where all the people are out, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I figured.
The dog.
The dog.
Yeah, rechargeable.
Yeah, see, they've been looking up. Oh, we're dirty. You guys are dirty. I like the website, though.
Batteries not included.
Yeah, rechargeable.
Okay, you got to answer the question, Heather. You got to drink.
What is it?
If there was a fire, what's the one thing you would take?
I don't know. Photos of the kids when they were little.
They have those?
Somewhere.
You don't even know where it is. That might take you a while. You didn't seem too sure, though. You would take Fun Factory, wouldn't you? All right.
I thought you might say the cats, but you didn't.
Cats.
Did you hear that? She would let the cats
burn
up. Lonnie, you're with me on this because I know you like to burn up cats. So, did you hear what my wife said?
I would not burn them. I just wouldn't say that. Well, I guess Carson and Jim, so that Natalie and Jeremy would need therapy. No, I'm telling you, when the slaughter of cats goes, that's it. I'm sick of cats.
All right.
So, what do you got? You still got more? Okay.
4 more. If 4 out of 5 people... Okay, what?
Oh, I was just going to say, and if there's any other questions in the chat.
Right. I have 4 more.
Yeah.
Okay. If 4 out of 5 people suffer from diarrhea, does that mean the 5th one enjoys it?
Yes, absolutely. That is how statistics work.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Heather didn't answer, so she needs to drink.
Gladly.
What is your favorite ice cream?
Southern butter pecan.
I don't really eat ice cream.
You're gonna be drunk.
What is your favorite color?
Red, purple.
She's not answering, so then she has to drink.
Oh.
You answered. So then you got to answer for him then.
Red.
Yep. See, not a tough one there.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite YouTuber?
I thought you were going to ask who was my favorite member of U2.
My favorite one that I just like to watch, huh?
Oh, I love watching TEDx, TED Talks.
Shoot. Probably right now I've been watching a lot of the Idaho Hillbilly. So I'd probably say he's probably my favorite YouTuber right now. But it changes so often.
Yeah.
So, and yours, TED Talks?
Right now,
Is that
it
what
always
it's called?
changes.
All right. Last question I have. I don't know what Don said. My super special question better be last. Did you ask this?
No, she's going to ask it the last, I guess.
Okay. So my last question is, what is your favorite thing about me?
I love that you have a way of saying really obnoxious things, and it's hilarious.
I don't know. I like the way you about how you worry about your kids and your family. It's it's very genuine.
Thank you.
So I would say you're a genuine person.
And like I told you earlier, I think you're very brave.
Thank you. So Don's question is Don.
All right, so go ahead. Let's hear some questions in the chat now.
Oh, so Lonnie says, does Idaho Hillbilly is fantastic. Does that remind you of your time in the mountains doing?
Really don't like people, so being out in in that like they are out in the middle of nowhere basically, I really like that. So and to see how they they're very down to earth people. So
I think that Dawn's having an argument with herself.
what?
Maybe it's that Dawn has split personality.
Dawn. Wow. Okay, Dawn.
Yeah, maybe she's got DID.
I don't know who Treasure Hustlers is mad at.
I don't even know what's going on over there.
And then Angie's like, Don, what are you talking about? Bless your heart.
Put down the wine. Not in the right way.
Bless your heart. Not in the right way.
It's in the chat. Open book here. Dawn is crazy, okay? Yeah, we kind of knew that.
We accepted that a long time
right.
ago.
I mean, that was. Is Die
The
Hard a
portal-
Christmas?
Yeah.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Sure.
No.
What are your goals on YouTube for the coming year?
To trim down the chins. I know, exactly.
On YouTube?
Well, that's what you talk about you don't like. Is the chins.
I'm going to do some other things. The auction, of course, I'm going to continue that, make a few changes, of course. But I think I may do some other reselling related type, videos. I'd like to do some more collaborations. I kind of like those better. Like I've said before, I think I do better when other people are there, just being able to talk to them and stuff. So where are you going?
Where'd she go? She went to the bathroom.
Floss.
Oh, the dog was chewing on something.
Oh.
Chewing on dental floss.
Well, I guess there's worse things to chew on.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek. Well, okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, my good friend for many years now, I'm Star Trek. We have had the nerdiest debates for 30 years. Now, okay. Next or original series Star Trek. Yeah, I love Spock. Star Wars New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. Was that the second one to come out? Return of the Jedi. What was the second one to come out?
Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, I loved those. Then, when it came down to the Ewoks or Wrath of Khan, Wrath of Khan, Star Trek by then, and then Next Generation came out.
Wow. See, look what you opened up here.
I didn't think it's Barb's fault.
And Jean-Luc Picard is my captain.
Lonnie said Empire was second.
So, Return of the Jedi, the Ewoks, as dorky. And, we won't talk about the past two Star Trek movies. But I fell asleep during Jedi 1 or whatever that was, and I haven't seen the latest Star Wars movie, and I don't know. They got old, our people, Princess Leia died. Han Solo's butt fell off, and then he died. And so, Star Trek, it's a religion, really.
It's my answer, Star Trek.
And then, and Discovery, I have hopes for Discovery. Enterprise was boring. Voyager, well, there was 7 and 9's boobs. DS9 was really good. I think DS9 was probably the best put together series so far. Even though Next Generation had Picard, it was crap until Gene Roddenberry died, and then it got better. We could do a whole show.
I know, and they're talking. And there's more.
But my favorite sci-fi, though.
Oh, shit. Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Move on.
Okay. Favorite video game?
I can only play one.
Tetris.
Tetris.
I think my favorite one was when I was a kid. I used to play Spy Hunter a lot.
Favorite book?
Of all time?
James and the Giant Peach.
The Hobbit.
Those are both good movies, too.
No, my favorite book series, Harry Potter.
I don't know. I had a lot of good series.
I'm right now listening to Wheel of Time. I'm book 10. It's lagging. I knew 8, 9, and 10 would lag, and it is.
Favorite movie?
We have to go with genre.
Just
Wow, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there isn't just one single, because I can watch Star Trek movies over and over.
Yeah.
No more Star Trek, please.
What's my favorite movie?
Teenage movie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I hate sappy love movies. I do like superhero movies to a point. They're getting kind of monotonous or something, kind of, yeah. Any single favorite? Dwayne isn't a real big movie watcher.
Okay.
He just drank because he didn't want to answer the question.
Think of one.
Favorite age? Somebody asked favorite age.
My favorite age? No.
For parenting. Okay, now that I don't have little kids anymore, I love talking with kids that are like 3 and 4. That is my favorite
Yeah, they're kind
age.
of cute at that age.
Dwayne, are you pouring another drink?
When I was 16, I liked being able to.
Yeah, she's asking in
do
your
it.
age.
Oh, how old we are?
No, I think like at what age was like your favorite time of being that age?
Well, my childhood wasn't as dysfunctional as yours, Monica, but it was pretty
I'm
good.
so glad.
So, I would say pre-5 was pretty good because I don't really remember it. The teen years were really rough. Junior high blew chunks. I got pregnant, and teen years ended.
1998. How old was I? 27. That was my favorite year.
What
I
happened
got
in
married.
Okay.
I got married, and had my daughter in 1998.
Oh, cool. Where would you like to travel?
Scotland.
Everywhere.
I do not want to go to the Middle East.
Yeah, except the Middle East. That's no fun. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going anywhere in Europe, Italy. You know, I know a lot of you know that I like to cook, so I'd love to do some, a cooking tour of Italy, or something like that, or France or something like that. So that'd be a lot of fun. Give a damn number, woman.
She's talking to Heather.
Give a damn number, woman.
Favorite age?
Well, my body looked the best at about 18. And I'm still waiting to grow up.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't even grown up and my body's falling apart. That's the shit part of it all. I don't know. Maybe in my next life I'll have an answer for that.
I can't give you anything to drink because you won't do a shot.
Oh no.
Okay, what's next?
I don't know if anybody else has any questions. I think they kind of are dying out.
Yeah. Oh, good. 1,000 questions are gone, done.
I didn't really have 1,000 questions. I had like 30. OMG, Dwayne's all sweet and loving, and she's like, I was hot at 18. Dwayne's all like, oh, my best time was when I got married to Heather, and we had our first child.
I wasn't even trying to be sappy. I'm just trying to think because, my childhood wasn't that great. And then I got out of the military, and now my body's falling apart. So that one little year in between there, that's it.
Okay. Well, Treasure Hustlers wants to come on and ask questions to each other. I don't know who they want to really ask questions to.
I don't know. Do you trust them?
Okay. And Angie is saying it's fun. It was fun. I think it's after midnight and she needs to go to bed.
Yeah, we're not that.
You're so not that interesting. Go to bed.
This was more fun for, I think, us. And I know I was surprised that this many people showed up. And I think they were taking it super serious. It was going to be and it was just party. It was more just hanging out.
I was planning on it being
And what happened at age 2?
So what is 5 things on your bucket list? Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. Barb would be a good interviewer. Oh.
My bucket list. I want a tummy tuck.
No.
Okay, that's only one. That's 5. I want to skydive.
I want to pay bills and buy groceries all in the same paycheck.
Hey.
Wow. Yeah, I'd like to travel. What else would I think would be fun?
I've never made a bucket list.
I never have really.
That's 2 things. She has 1 and you have 2.
I know, right?
That should be you guys' something you guys work on in 2018.
All right. I'll just drink on that one.
Heather.
What do you what?
She
Andy-
can't drink. There's
Oh.
nothing left for her to drink.
Oh,
Angie's wondering if we're waiting to have fun until she goes to bed.
You'll have to.
No, this is
You'll
good
have
as it
to
gets.
stick around and find out,
this
Angie.
is as good as it gets, Angie.
Krillin
Well,
wants to
that's-
know what to auction decent crap. Charge percent or flat fee. If you're talking about our auction is free. We accept donations or whatever, but we don't charge anything.
Charge.
Let's see. Traveling is overrated. Yeah, well, not your kind of traveling, Scott. I don't want to drive a minivan all over the goddamn country. I want to go somewhere cool.
You would do or have.
I don't know.
Decide out of the two of you who would do or have the question. What?
What?
Oh, she's saying if she comes on, she's like most likely to ask the questions.
if she would like.
I feel drunk.
Me too, and I haven't been drinking.
Oh, that's what she
Oh.
said.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel drunk.
Angie, you will not miss out on any.
I kind of thought I was, but now I'm going to say you're not, Angie. Go to bed.
You said we're not that.
And it's recorded, Angie, so if you really want to find out, you can always watch it tomorrow.
You're one of those kind of people who can go to bed and fall asleep. I am so jealous.
Very good.
Oh, now she says, no, I'm not coming on. She's a chicken.
What a wuss.
Where'd it go?
Right there by your toe.
Okay.
Any other questions? I mean,
Odie.
you're not supposed to be chewing on my shoes.
Odie.
Don't get a dog. Or a kid.
Maybe he will go up in the fire.
That was the one
So any
thing
other questions?
Dwayne was going to take with him.
I was going to do what? Oh,
She's
yeah.
gonna take the dog with you. Now you're like, don't get a
Yeah.
dog. What are you best at?
That's the most obnoxious thing about Dwayne is he's good at lots of things.
What am I best at?
Likely to get a felony. It depends on which one of us is least medicated at the time.
Probably be the most likely to get a felony.
Would
Can't
be-
think of her. I'm trying to think what am I best at? I can't. What?
Dwayne is good at anything he tries because he keeps at it until he's good at it.
Stubborn,
Really,
remember?
it's really, really, really annoying.
That's how Cedric is too. It's the genius in them.
What am I good at there?
You are good.
I'm good at playing cards.
You're good at cooking.
He
Cooking. Yeah, I'm pretty good at cooking. All right, what's next? Not accepting that answer. Damn it.
does artwork so only if it's collector stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. We've never really had any good artwork. We've had only a couple of prints.
That did okay.
That did okay.
Not great.
Yeah, if it's something you probably want to make good money on, don't bring it to our auction.
Oh my gosh. Where did you leave your shoes?
Right there.
The other one's missing.
The other one's on my feet. Anyway, yeah, so I wouldn't, if it's really good artwork, Krillin, I wouldn't do it on the auction.
No.
Because, you know, we don't, our show isn't about knowing a lot of, you know, good things about art. You know what I mean? I mean, if it is good art, you'd do a better job somewhere else. I'm not saying you can't.
It just, yeah.
I'm just thinking, you know, if it is really worth something,
Don't do it on the auction.
yeah. So.
Wow, that was a sales pitch for the auction. Hey, we're on it.
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't, you know, I mean,
You
I think
really want
things
to make money. Don't sell it on our auction. But still come
Well,
on
no,
our
it's just, I
auction.
sellers that are, you know, art aficionados,
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Right.
most likely to blackmail someone.
Me.
That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I
Have you
tried.
done it?
Okay. I found Dwayne's cigarettes.
Dwayne smokes?
Oh, I smoked for a long time.
And I told Jeremy. And so I'm like, Jeremy, let's blackmail Dad that we're going to tell Natalie that he's been smoking. Because Natalie, our 19-year-old, she'll rip him a new one.
Yeah.
She comes unglued if she finds out he's been smoking. So I'm like, so let's blackmail Dad, and we're gonna tell Natalie that he's been smoking. And Jeremy said, Mom pays for everything we have. And I'm like, shit. My perfectly good plan was foiled. So yes, I am much more spiteful. Dwayne gets over things. I don't. And
Dwayne, I have a friend who owns an estate sale company. He has a lot of leftover stuff he has to move.
huh. Cool. Has to be shippable.
And he's in New York, I think. So.
Oh, that sounds cool. Have to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll have
stuff.
to talk with you. Let's see. I
Yeah.
have questions written from me when me and Sarah were going to do a video like this. Nice.
Don's
Anything
not
else,
gonna be able
guys?
to Don. No. Don is throwing a Amtrak party. Retirement
Good for
party.
you. Keep your clothes on.
That's the after party. That's the after party.
Fake their own death.
Fake their own.
Which
death.
one of us would fake our own death?
Me.
Okay, she can. I have no idea. Why would we have to fake our own death? She's not worth anything. She's alive.
Just enough life insurance to get me in the ground.
Yeah, right? Do you have any more questions, Monica?
I'm good.
Not to
I
put it down, but
You're done.
you know,
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, we've been at this for nearly 2 hours.
That's usually how it goes when you have me on your channel.
usually it's one of those long
I'm
3-4 hour
I'm thinking of the poor 30 people still watching, the torture that we've put them through, the counseling that is going to be required.
Asking who would fist fight a kid.
2 years of their lives on listening to us.
Lonnie.
Night, Lonnie.
Fist fight a kid, that would definitely be me. Have a secret identity,
Me.
probably Heather. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bipolar. I'm a great group of gals.
She already has secret identities.
Yeah.
Just like you, Jackie. You have what, 9 of them?
Yeah. Just wait till my mood changes. And
She's trying to say, Lottie, if I was as pretty as you, it might not concern me so much to come on. That's what Dawn is saying. But Dawn has to come on now because she just got a webcam.
Yeah.
So, and Angie is still here.
to someone without really loving them.
Angie outlasted Lonnie.
Right, and Lonnie's in the same. Lonnie's in the Central Time, Eastern Time.
Yeah.
So it's like an hour later in her place.
Stock a celebrity crush. That would still be me.
All right, we don't even know who it'd be.
Who would it be?
Bono, Bozo,
Maybe.
Bono.
Yeah, maybe. He's on the list.
Yeah, he's on the list. I know.
Yep.
She's lurking to see if we have a bunch of fun without her.
No.
Well, we have a cliffhanger here. She won't go.
Let's see,
'cause, I don't know what I missed.
sabotage an ex's relationship.
I would do that.
You.
Me. Because Dwayne, like, well, we were first dating, and his ex-girlfriend called him when he wasn't home, and this is back, home phone, and he never called her back. But I had to put up with my ex-husband for decades, man.
Become famous.
Which one of you would most likely become famous?
Dwayne already is YouTube famous. He has almost 1,000
No,
subs.
no. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Probably neither of us.
Don's going, love you, Don. Good night.
She'll be back.
Become
Oh,
best
best
friends
friends.
with an ex. She was
I
friends.
was friends with my son's stepmom, but then she just went so batshit crazy.
Right. And it depends on which ex you're talking about, because a lot of my exes
Your friend.
ended up with my best friends. So.
Carol's here too, and Carol's, I think it's 12:30 Carol's time, isn't it?
Yeah. Side.
Because I'm central. It's almost 11:30 here.
It's only 10:20 here.
Oh my goodness.
Who's photo?
So. The biggest slut. Her.
Me.
That was easy.
Well, it's 12:30 or 12:22 where Carol is. Don is saying that we're all, or you guys are photogenic people.
Whatever. Actually, it's just that we don't care.
Right.
Well, go to bed, Angie. If you have to get up at 7:30.
Oh my gosh, go to bed.
I mean, we're not going to dance naked on the table while you're gone.
And you would want to see that anyway.
Partners. I don't know what NDM is.
Ooh. And then she said, never mind.
Oh, that's her.
I mean,
That's her.
She just disappeared real quick. Like,
Yeah, it was a quick. Yeah, I know. You have the fear of missing out.
we're
It's like
so
little-
taking this down.
it's like little kids, they think like something huge happens once they go to sleep, and like nothing happens at all.
That doing school me like a caveman.
Clunked her over the head with a brick and hauled her off by her hair.
Yeah, right to the cave.
Let's see. Dance naked.
Oh,
That would
Carla
probably be
wants to come on and get on and start twerking. I would love to see that. Come on, Carla.
Yes. Yeah, because I don't drink much, so yeah, so dancing naked.
Get paid to dance? Star in a porno? Wow.
Hey, we're gonna start doing amateur.
No, you're not doing that.
No, that's not good.
That's not good.
Let's see.
Kill someone.
Get paid to dance, star in a porno, kill someone. That would probably be me.
Carla wants you to take a fireball shot.
I just put curses on people for bad things to happen.
Stop. Fireball shot. Another one, Krillin?
Another one.
Could drive, but it's snowing. Where does Bargain Shop live?
She is in Massachusetts.
Just
Start a webcam show. Isn't that kind of what this is?
people
Probably
just
her.
fall asleep.
No.
Well,
Probably you.
what are people gonna sit and watch me talk on the phone to my sisters? Are they gonna watch me do dishes?
Whatever.
Throw-
That might turn some guys on. We're kind of weird that way.
Throw the tennis ball for the dog?
Her.
Dwayne's better about remembering stuff.
No sexual stuff.
Oh man, where's the fun with that?
On the webcam?
I have total missing out anxiety.
I don't, because both Don and Angie have both said that they're leaving, yet
No,
they
they're
haven't
all-
left.
Probably nodding off.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't go.
I gotta watch. Just one more
You
minute.
guys are nuts. All right, keep it. Any more there? I'm guessing that's Jackie.
Yep. It's You know it's Jackie because it's all in caps.
Oh, that's right, because she likes to yell.
She likes to yell, huh?
This is true.
Forget a kid somewhere.
Well, it's not that we would forget Jeremy, but he used to run away like crazy.
Right,
So
yeah.
if there was ever a naked kid running through the neighborhood, that would
be ours.
Jeremy. And we lost him everywhere we went.
We went and we were the. Well,
Everywhere. Shh.
she was running a
Food.
Carnival.
Food. The carnival.
Krillin said do another shot and he'll do one with you.
How many shots have you done?
Shut up, Heather.
I'm
Shut
not-
up.
See, they don't want you to know.
Heather, look the other way.
Another shot.
No, I'm actually not the best.
How's that?
All right.
I'll watch your house. Yeah.
All right, there you go, Krillin.
Yep, get my sexy on. Hey, I came home from the ER and put some dishes in the dishwasher at 2 in the morning.
Oh no, Jackie's gonna be in trouble because Sarah. I don't know where Sarah is, but she's gone.
Tell your kid to beat up another kid.
Me.
Definitely her.
In fact, I have a story. It wasn't my kids. I was doing carpool. Derek, sweet Derek. He's just this nice guy. And there was Austin, who was a jerk. And Derek got mad at Austin and turned around because Derek was in the front seat. Austin was behind him. And Austin was pestering Derek. And Derek turned around with his water bottle that was about a quarter full, is all, and whacked Austin up the side of the head with his water bottle. And he felt so bad. And I was so proud of him. Mother who cheered, because I knew his mother would cheer, and she did. She was so happy to hear that her son had hit another kid. Because he deserved it.
So, definitely her.
Yeah.
I already did one, Krillin. I've done several. I don't know, like 4 or 5 at least. Plus, my drink was a good chunk of them.
Oh, and so Ian is 5 years older than Natalie, 7 years older than Jeremy. And so if he did something, he never directly hit them, but if he ever did something that resulted in injury due to his lack of care to his younger brother and sister, then they got to hit him back. Except that he would just put his hand on their heads and they couldn't reach him because he was about 6 feet tall at this point. And so anyway, that it was funny, but they never actually got to hit him.
No. That would definitely be me. Looks like Don's calling for Sarah.
I don't know where she is because Jackie said she's gone.
Where'd she go?
She's probably just sleeping.
They have microwaves here.
Let your kids stay at home because you don't want to take them to school. I did that yesterday.
She used to do that all the time. She was tired of trying to take them, so it's like done.
So
It
Jeremy,
was negative 15 here. I did not want to go, and he kind of has a cold, and it was like just party day, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
No, Jeremy, it was like WWF trying to get that kid ready for school. So some days he won.
Oh, he wasn't telling you to do more. He was telling you he had just done his.
No, I gotcha. Very good. Ooh. Jackie said she kicked her ass out. I said liar. So she probably...
Wow, yeah, we're down to 29. Yeah.
29.
What's a sniffer?
I know, yeah.
I don't know what a sniffer is.
That's it's on both sides. It's to do. A bartender uses them to pour drinks.
Oh, okay.
On one side's a single, and the other side's a double.
Oh.
Yeah, damn you right. She should be back in 10 minutes. See, we all know. Wow. See, no more questions.
Yeah, does that mean we get to go to bed?
I think so.
Hey. Okay.
You guys were brave. Sarah's pooping.
Sarah's pooping. I'm sure that Sarah's very happy that all
And the
30 is. And
All right.
The
well,
whole
if
world
there's-
know. World know now.
Yeah, we all know.
And this video is so not staying up.
Of course it is.
No,
Of
it's
course
not.
it
She
is.
doesn't
Yes,
have-
it is.
You wanted to start talking about Sarah now. I'm no fun because I can't think of anything else. See? See?
All I said was that
So-
Sarah repeated what Don, or who said it? Yeah, Don said that she was.
So, all right. Well, if there's no other questions,
Because it has now been 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
There's
You're
a
looking at.
clock.
Well, I was just looking because this always just says 2 hours. So.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you for Monica. Thank you for Monica. Thank you, Monica, for asking interesting questions.
And no, you do not get a refund for spending the past 2 hours with us.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You paid,
Remember,
paid your entrance fee. You have to take it as it is.
remember, you get what you pay for. No content ever promised.
Right.
All right,
But it's
guys.
been good spending time with you, Monica.
It was
it's
so
been
much
fun.
fun. Thank you for doing this.
Sure, and don't forget, you're next.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, we get to turn this around.
Yes.
So,
We didn't agree on that.
well, that's okay. That was in the fine print you didn't read.
Oh.
Yep, exactly. Okay, let me
Oh.
think of a question because I don't want to let you go. Oh my goodness! All right, hurry up, Dawn.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Don. Ask away. What's your question?
Wow, crickets.
Yep. See.
There's a delay, you guys.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Yeah.
I think my
What's
headphones
something
are moving.
what is something you're really good at, Monica?
That I'm good at.
Yeah.
I'm not really good. I'm good at organizing.
Organizing.
Yeah.
I don't like scrubbing.
I don't like cleaning. I just like organizing stuff.
Yep. I'm good. I like throwing stuff away.
I like putting things in like where they should be, or like we have like, well, because like with Morgan with all her art stuff, so like she has one closet that's just for art, and so I put it all like in bins.
Yeah. Part
Will
of
there
it,
be
yes.
a water
I
cooler?
organize stuff.
Angie wants to know, will there be a water cooler holiday show sometime? Yeah, we'll probably do one here, not too, in the next day or two. We should do that. I'm just reading the chat. I'm sorry. That I can actually be awake for. Okay, so we'll make sure that it's not too late.
Yep. Start much earlier.
Barb's gonna go watch cartoons.
All right.
Who is needier?
Asked who is nerdier. Dwayne's nerdier.
Whatever. You just
It
went
says
on 20 minutes
needier.
about Star Trek. Tell me I'm nerdier.
Who's needier?
I don't know. Depends on what it is. And yes, I wrote those questions. I was tired of all
The random.
joining the group. Wow, you need to quit smoking that funky sheesh.
I don't think either one of us is overly needy.
No, not really.
No.
Who's the top? Well, since we got fat, me.
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda. As soon as you all say goodnight. So Angie still won't leave until we say goodnight.
Angie, isn't Hubs waiting for you?
We won't leave until we leave.
Good night, Princess Casserole.
Hi, Carla.
Yeah, we'll probably do a water cooler. Let's see. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. You're Muslim.
Middle East look.
Yeah, it's her. What is that called again?
I don't know. Burqa?
No. The creatures.
Creatures.
Little people.
Oh, twin stars.
Twin stars. Yeah. Most embarrassing moments. I remember sitting on a ledge of a window in my underwear in Okinawa. That was pretty embarrassing.
I didn't know that. Why did you do that? You're drunk?
Duh.
I didn't know that story.
And actually, somebody had ripped my pants. It had a tear and it just kept ripping it all night.
Get it into the middle of the intersection in driver's ed, screaming the F word.
Yeah, I think that would have been a perfect thing in a movie, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I was swearing as it skidded because that was long enough ago because it was before anti-lock brakes. And so I just skidded right in the middle of the intersection. And the kids in the back seat were, because they didn't want to be seen. Now I can't see my face. Okay. And the teacher, he just had his head down and his hand. And it was really, really embarrassing. And then we got back to the school, which was the coach guy. He called me back to the car, and I thought, oh no, this is it, I'm dead. And he just said, I won't tell anybody what you said. And I said, thank you.
What about last week when you told that you walked into...
Oh my gosh, that's my most recent really embarrassing moment.
This is good.
Oh my gosh, I wish Julie was still here. I told Julie already, so she knows. So, Dwayne and I go into Natalie's place of employment. And I'm really picky about arrangement. And so we go walking into Natalie's work, and I said, that is the ugliest wreath I've ever seen of her work. And Natalie said, yeah, Mary made that. And Mary was standing right next to Natalie. And I turned pink.
Yeah,
I
she's
was
like,
very embarrassed.
Hey,
yeah.
she's like, yeah, I made that.
I didn't tell her, oh, it's lovely. No, I just said, I'm sorry. And that's all I could come up with. And Dwayne wasn't even looking at me. He was standing there staring up at the menu, shaking his head.
It's just like, I don't know that woman. I didn't bring her here.
It was really, really, really bad. Embarrassing.
It was pretty funny from my point of view, but yeah, I imagine it was rather embarrassing.
Yeah.
So, what? How old is she? 25-year-old woman?
Yeah.
It was pretty ugly, I gotta say, but I just didn't say it.
So, I have to have little reminders that I shouldn't say what I'm thinking every so often.
Right. The filter, you gotta click it up a notch.
It's gotta be calibrated.
Yeah, we gotta calibrate the filter once in a while.
Yes, yep. It was bad.
So, crew is in love with you.
Say what?
No, the crew is in.
Oh, because there's a heart.
Oh, her crew.
Her crew's
her
in
crew. Okay.
for the party.
Okay.
Okay, she's going.
She forgot her comma. So we...
And I was like, crew is in. I was thinking, like, what's that 80s group?
Two Live Crew?
I don't know.
Oh, me so horny. We love you long time. That one. Was that Luke Skywalker?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we leaving now for sure? I mean, for real?
I think
we're gonna at least get off the broadcast. We can
Yes.
talk funky in the.
We're gonna have to start paying for people's therapy soon.
We
All right,
can't
guys.
afford that.
Thanks for hanging out with us. You probably know way more about us than you ever wanted to.
This is like blackmail material. Right?
Yeah, right.
We're going to be taking it down.
Yeah. No, we're not.
Yeah, we're taking it down.
Hey, we will talk to you guys later, and we'll do a water cooler in the next couple of days. So.
Love y'all.
Have a good night.
Bye.
I'm pretending to hit the button, but I didn't do it.